Shaitanir Rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. By the grace of Allah that I'm still in existence. Your ruh is never zalim. The soul is always pure, it's a pure light from Allah's Divinely present. Is your nafs, your ego. The ego has to be brought down and can never be killed. The nafs will be something that rides you or becomes your buraq, in which you're riding your nafs and will shoot you into the heavens. Because the nafs is under your control and you have flipped the situation. And the nafs, if you don't control it, will be partner with shaitan. And there's the sharik. The shaitan never partners with the soul has nothing to do. The soul is haqq and shaitan is false, and the truth never come together. So the only sharik that somebody can make is through their nafs. Their nafs becomes a partner with shaitan against Allah. Then you have to bring the nafs down. So that every time and all year round the nafs is riding you. Ramadan is the only time that you can see how you ride the nafs. Because you tell your nafs, look, no matter what you say, I'm a Muslim, I'm going to do my fasting or we're going to die. If the nafs believes that yes you're going to do Ramadan, he wakes you up at 3:30. Because he's like, we're not doing the hunger, I'm not going to starve. Get up, eat now, big buffet. Now you're riding the nafs because it's helping you to do your worshipness. So that's the sign that Allah wants to show you, no, this can be done. If you push and you push and you push enough in your life, your zikrs, your love, your muhabbat, the nazar of Prophet it will push it so far down that nafs will begin to be ridden and realize that you seem to be the boss, now let me help you. I will give you, instead of fighting, I will give you a himmah. I'll give you a push and a zeal to do your worshipness, to do what you have to do to make Allah to be pleased. But not for a blink of an eye, Prophet described to leave yourself to the badness. Always know that it's there and you're continuously doing all your practices to bring that beast down, inshaAllah. Our life is to have a firm belief and to be rooted deep within the soil and the reality of Sayyidina Muhammad. Their roots are so deep that they are like evergreens. They are an evergreen tree that is continuously giving out realities, firm in its belief and its understanding, and their purpose is to take everybody to that state of a temporary existence, temporary belief. Most believe when things are good. As soon as the difficulty comes, the faith is whooshed away. That's not belief. Belief is when things are bad, and Allah asks, who's better, the one whom walking happy when everything's good, or the one whom walks upright on a beaten path? Means the path is continuously broken and they are satisfied with their Lord and their Lord is satisfied with them. So this path is about enduring through difficulties and having the best of character. That if in your life you should meet somebody who claims to be Jewish, somebody claims to be Christian, somebody claims to be Muslim, somebody claims to be whatever they label themselves with, but yet their actions are not good, their heart is not filled with empathy and love and compassion for God's creation, for Allah's creation, whatever they call their religion is worthless. Whatever they call themselves is worthless in Allah's eyes. They are the worst of ambassadors for faith. It's not a label. Islam is not a noun, it's a way of life. When we say we are Muslim, it means we are in a continuous state of submitting myself, my desires and my will to what Allah wants.
Welcome to Century 21 AAA Realty. We specialize in commercial and residential properties, including all your financing needs. We are a one-stop shop under one roof.
Owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial and emotional. Don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Come meet our award-winning realtors with over 40 years of experience. Call Century 21 AAA Realty.
Rising Sun of the West is an essential spiritual guidebook filled with invaluable knowledge of the elements within our cosmos.
Every difficulty in this world is based on people wanting something and Allah wanting something different. Allah not submitting to me what I want, and there lies the conflict with their Lord. That's why it didn't happen. Why I asked for du'a, it didn't come. Why I asked for money, it didn't come. Why I asked for this, it didn't come. Who said it was supposed to come? This was about having good character and submission. Sallu alayhi wa sallimu tasleem. Pray and praise upon the reality of Sayyidina Muhammad, and only Allah come and clarify that Arabic for them is to tasleem. Your head to the feet of Sayyidina Muhammad and beg Prophet that my sujood for Allah but my sujood of ihtiram, my sujood of ihtiram and respect, that please let me keep my head at your feet and your foot on my neck. Don't let my head to go somewhere else. Don't let my submission to be to something else. Don't let my deen to waver in the wind like a flag that's going in all different directions. Give me firmness. Ya Sayyidina Siratal Mustaqeen Prophet's name is Siratal Mustaqeen. That if you keep my head under your qadam, I'm safe. And that's why they're continuously in a state of meditation, that I'm not somebody worthy of seeing you. Don't keep staring and looking to the Shaykh's face, because he's a training for the reality of Prophet. This is my whole tafakkur, just let me just to see your holy feet and to be with that firmness of my faith that I'm not going to leave this maqam, this station, this reality, and that's all they need. If later Prophet asks you that, look up. He has to give permission, look up at me. But we don't ever approach something staring at it, but that's an arrogance. So Nabi Musa said, I want to see you. Allah said, who are you to see me? It's not the way Prophet khuluqul azim came to teach, you are of a magnificent character. And then Prophet comes that his whole teaching is character. What he inspires within holy people and people whom are following awliyaullah is the perfection of character. If your character is good, your akhlaq is good, that you're honest and truthful and you try your best not to lie, you have good characteristic, but your amal is weak, you are definitely in a high station. This hadith of Prophet. There are some whom their character is beatific and much loved by Allah, but their actions are weak. They don't have the ability, they don't have the himmah for all the ibadah, but they're dear to Allah, and Allah from awliyaullah will make an angel to be in existence to perfect the ibadah and the worshipness of the servant where he's coming short or she's coming short. It's not something difficult for Allah, but because He's so pleased with the good character, and that's why then He tests them. The test is to show the quality of who we are. If every time a test comes and the person is of a different character, then Allah is pointing out, look at these characteristics, these I'm not pleased with. So the whole school was about the perfection of character.
Knowledge, quality, integrity. Star cares about your best interests and have a wealth of experience to match. We've been in the business 30 years and are here to lead you every step of the way. Whether it's building the custom home of your dreams, doing gorgeous home renovations, building a laneway home, or revamping your commercial space. The Star process works. Just ask our hundreds of satisfied customers.
We have several properties, and the best thing about Star for Life Services is that the work is done in a very timely manner and we're always very pleased with the result.
Star, let's make your dreams happen. Call us now to book your free consultation.
Conflict, confusion, stress, anxiety. Life doesn't have to be this way. sages and wise people throughout time have sought to understand the mysteries of our universe. From the infinite oceans that glitter in the sky, to the smallest of atoms from which all life appears. Beyond the chaos and suffering of our world is an underlying oneness and harmony. From numbers and geometric patterns that repeat throughout nature, to the waves of sound and light that flow through all things. At our core, we're deeply connected to everything. Our innermost thoughts, emotions, and intentions shape the reality of the world around us. Life is not merely a material experience. In reality, it's much, much more.
No matter what somebody calls their outer form, I'm this, I'm that, whatever you want to call yourself, if you're not good inside, your outside is of no value to Allah. That's why hadith of Prophet described, if there's one part of you good, all of you is good. If one part of you bad, all of you bad. If your heart is good, Allah loves you. Whatever He wrote for your form and whatever He wrote for your religion, Allah loves you because your heart is good. But if your heart is bad, whatever you want to call yourself, it's bad to Allah. So this school is a school of the way of love. Our path is the path of muhammad and love. Teach them good character, and if their actions are weak, and we're all weak and we're struggling, sometimes these songs, these nasheeds, these sha'r are from big awliya who suffered greatly in the way of Allah. Their life was like a piece of wood in an ocean of Allah's oceans that had no ending. He slapped them around so much in their testing, they don't know when their wood is going to land on a shore. Whether it's a piece on this earth or they're ready to die and go into heaven, but let the wood to get out of all of this bombardment. And I have no one but you Khuda, I have no one but you. All of their teachings were, their system was to recite it, so that it was an oral tradition. When you recite with your children, they memorize these words, so they're remembering and memorizing the teachings. Anytime you listen to these awliya kalam and they say maykhana, it's not a bar. Don't be so primitive and narrow-minded. May is a state of intoxication. They're playing on the people of suffering in this world. They run to the bars to medicate themselves from all their gham, all their sadness and all their sufferings. If they were happy, they would not be doing those things. So awliya come and play with the word and say that we have a better may for you. We have a state of spiritual drunkenness where if we have good character and we sit in their associations and we meditate, their khana, their home is the home of all the drunken souls of Divine love. They're continuously drinking from the nectar of Allah's fountains in paradise that leave their entire soul, their entire being to be intoxicated with Allah's love. And the people don't want to leave and they want to sit for hours drinking more and more of that nectar. They say, be like a moth to the fire, that have the desire to go into the flame and burn yourself. Run to Allah. That fire that you're scared of, thinking you're going to lose your money if you have a beard, you're going to lose your money if you have your hat, you're going to lose your money if I sit with them. Allah saying, don't worry about all of that, run to the flame. Run to the flame. Have such a love in your heart that pushes you to go into the flame. You're going so much into the flame, so much into the flame means you became from ashiqan and you're so intoxicated with their love, always trying to be in their association. Why don't you become yourself a fire? Not only you have to sit with them, why don't you try to escalate your reality so that you be from that reality? Because first you come with love and say, I want to just sit with them because they have so much power, so much love coming. Then these nasheeds are singing to you, that's beautiful, that you keep finding a fire that you want to go around. Why you don't just become the fire that you're seeking? You sit with them, but what Allah wants from us is, why don't you become them? Why don't you bring that fire into your own being and ignite? If you become that flame, then many mosques will be around you. It's take the state, enter into that state. And the best of states is with good character. A reminder for myself that this way is only good character. We pray that Allah bless us with good character. The result of that character should be immense love for the Divinely Presence, inshaAllah. Hurmati Muhammadan Mustafa wa basir Surat al-Fatiha.
रब फरमाया महबूबा ज़माने सारे तेरे ने, ओ अर्शी भी ओ फर्शी भी दीवाने सारे तेरे ने। रब फरमाया महबूबा ज़माने सारे तेरे ने, ओ अर्शी भी ओ फर्शी भी दीवाने सारे तेरे ने। मैं खालिक सारी दुनिया दा, तू मालिक सारी दुनिया दा। मैं खालिक सारी दुनिया दा, तू मालिक सारी दुनिया दा। किसे मंगते नु ना मोड़े खजाने सारे तेरे ने। किसे मंगते नु ना मोड़े खजाने सारे तेरे ने। रब फरमाया महबूबा ज़माने सारे तेरे ने, ओ अर्शी भी ओ फर्शी भी दीवाने सारे तेरे ने। अज़ान होवे नमाज होवे दुरूद होवे सलाम होवे। अज़ान होवे नमाज होवे दुरूद होवे सलाम होवे। जो गूंजन हर तरफ सजना तराने सारे तेरे ने। जो गूंजन हर तरफ सजना तराने सारे तेरे ने। रब फरमाया महबूबा ज़माने सारे तेरे ने, ओ अर्शी भी ओ फर्शी भी दीवाने सारे तेरे ने। तेरे कब्ज़े च दे चढ़िया ओ तकदीरा ओ तदमीरा। तेरे कब्ज़े च दे मेरा सितारे चंद सैयारे निशाने सारे तेरे ने सितारे चंद सैयारे निशाने सारे तेरे ने रब फरमाया महबूबा ज़माने सारे तेरे ने ओ अर्शी भी ओ फरशी भी दीवाने सारे तेरे ने शहरत तो भी अकरब तू जानन तो भी है नेड़े शहरत तो भी अकरब तू जानन तो भी है नेड़े तुझ विच मेरे अंदर ठिकाने सारे तेरे ने तुझ विच मेरे अंदर ठिकाने सारे तेरे ने रब फरमाया महबूबा ज़माने सारे तेरे ने ओ अर्शी भी ओ फरशी भी दीवाने सारे तेरे ने अमीरा नाल कर लेना मोहब्बत हर कोई नासर अमीरा नाल कर लेना मोहब्बत हर कोई नासर गरीबा नाल महबूबा याराने सारे तेरे ने गरीबा नाल महबूबा याराने सारे तेरे ने रब फरमाया महबूबा ज़माने सारे तेरे ने ओ अर्शी भी ओ फरशी भी दीवाने सारे तेरे